Wait. Don't go anywhere. Somebody asked the question and I'm going to answer it. All right. So don't go anywhere. Hold on. I just cut myself off. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Somebody asked a question and I think y'all going to need this one. This one is for the books. All right. Hey, how y'all doing today? Welcome, y'all. I'm so excited. I get to ask a question. I get to answer a question, right? So I get to answer your question. So I'm putting the clock on because I got to respect my time, y'all. I have a deadline that I must reach today. Here we go. All right. So this is boom, 15-minute live Q&A with your CEO 3 times, the real Elisa Applewhite. I am the real Elisa Applewhite, your CEO 3 times, and we are going to get to the questions, right? People ask me this question all the time. Why do I go live Monday through Friday, y'all? It's simple. Catch me here at 12 o'clock every day. We go live because you keep asking questions, right? So DM me, message me, email me. Call me, keep asking me questions. I'm going to add it to the list of questions and I'm going to give you 15 minutes of the answer to that question, right? I wish I can tell everybody, answer each question when I'm in person, but I don't have time. So I said I'll do this segment where every day we go live Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock. You can catch us here where we are answering your questions. So send in your questions, y'all. I'm talking about I answer some crazy questions, right? Saturdays and Sundays, we got you. Don't worry about it. There's always a recording at 12 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays that you can catch. So on any social media platform, I'm keeping my word on that. On any social media platform, you catch us live at 12 answering your questions. All right, y'all. So people ask me this question all the time. And at first it didn't mean that much to me because I'm like, I got 3 companies, right? That's why they call it, because I got 3 companies. But it's so much more than that. Why do I call myself CEO 3 times, y'all? Number one, I'm a boss. I'm a boss to myself, right? I'm the controller of my own future, my own destiny, right? I be bossing this thing. Number 2, I'm a boss to my community and my family, right? I got to make sure that I'm taking care of my family. I'm taking care of my community and my family. Then number 3, I'm a boss to either the job that I work or the businesses that I run, right? So this is for everybody. Either you work in a job, you're bossing it. If you run in a business, you're bossing it, right? So everybody is a leader at least 3 times in their lives. And I didn't understand that concept until God gave it to me later. But CEO 3 times, y'all, it's not just me. I'm not in this alone. Y'all CEO in 3 times and y'all don't even know it, right? So we got 3 companies, me and my husband. The first company is called Top of the Line Healthcare Staffing, where we staff medical professionals in hospitals, doctors' offices, and nursing homes, right? The second one is called TOTLHS Heart to Go Inc. This is our nonprofit. This is our baby that helps us to take care of our medical professionals holistically by helping them with rental assistance, mortgage assistance, car payment assistance, right? We're going to grow that one next year really big. Then we have the real Elisa Applewhite Consulting. This is the newest company. I'm so excited about it. We are now in session teaching everyday people how to build a healthcare staffing agency from scratch. And we also teach our medical professionals how to be the best medical professional they could potentially be. We have partnered with hospitals and nursing homes on showing them on how to retain their staff, plus get additional staff, y'all. We have a book out with the consulting company called Make the Call to Get the Client. Your book is in the mail for those people who ordered it, and I got a surprise for you. Thank you for your patience. I promise you it's going to be a nice surprise. All right. And then what else do we do? Oh, we go out to the youth. We go out to high schools and middle schools, and we talk to the youth about building businesses and credit. Y'all, the consulting company is huge. It is huge. This is the newest baby that we're working on. I'm so excited. With the consulting company, we also speak, right? So we do speaking engagements where we'll go and speak on your behalf. So if you need a speaker, boom, book me, or my husband. We both speak, right? So if you need a speaker, go ahead and book me. But the consulting company is huge. All right, so let's get to it. We got 11 minutes on the clock, and I want to answer the question at hand. I'm telling you, this is a good question. When I looked at this, I was like, I don't even know if I really want to get somebody to answer to this. Like, shouldn't they pay for this? Like, at what point is free? But then I said, you told people to ask you a question. You said it, not them. So if you asked them to do it and they did it, answer the question. And don't fluff it up. Don't give it no other form. So you give them the sauce. You come with the sauce. So I'm coming with the sauce. Let me see my all business models. Hello, welcome my Instagram family. So I'm gonna give you the sauce. So this is a question that we get all the time. Elisa, what are the startup costs for a healthcare staffing agency? And y'all, I'm going to give you 3 of the startup costs for the healthcare staffing agency. The other ones, you're going to have to take the course. I'm just saying. It's a fair deal here, right? Right? I'm giving you something. You give me something. Hey. All right. So what are the startup costs for a healthcare staffing agency? All right. Number 1, licenses, right? So you have to get your license for your healthcare staffing agency, depending on what state you live in, right? I always talk about North Carolina because that's where I got my primary license from. That does not include your foreign entity license. You have to pay additional for your foreign entity license. So, prime example, I believe our North Carolina license is $125 with the Secretary of State. So we registered with the Secretary of State, and we were able to get our Secretary of State, which is our LLC, which we turned into an S corp for IRS purposes, but it's still an LLC form. I know, y'all, it's complex. Don't let me get into it because I'm still trying to understand that myself. But when we first registered the business, we registered it as an LLC, and I believe it was $125. Then the labor board, if you stay on the Secretary of State page, it asks you after you order your license, do you want a free labor board poster? Every company that has a healthcare, any company that's registered, period, got to have a labor board poster. If you click it, you get it for free. That's that big laminated poster, right? If you don't, like most people, they just click and go through it, or you get somebody else to do it and they don't do that for you, and you need to say, hey, look, I know that was free. You're going to get a bunch of emails, and you're still going to get emails. You're going to get emails and mails in the mail for people saying, hey, do you know to legally operate, you need a Labor Day poster, a labor board poster, not Labor Day, labor board. And what you end up doing is we spent $85 the first year for a free poster that the state offered us. Y'all, that was $85 I could have used to do something else. So what I'm saying to you is get your labor board poster for free. Apply for your Secretary of State. I think one of the states are like $200 to $300. Is that California? I'm not sure. I know New York was like $225 or something like that when we did New York. But then in New York, you got to pay for a publication. And I think that publication was like $400. I want to say $400 that publication was. So the thing about New York, they're just so special, y'all. Once you get a license in that state, you have to pay for publication in the paper that you are doing business in the county that you put on your license. It's crazy, just extra money, right? So that is additional cost. So you got the $125. We just talking about North Carolina. You got the $125 for the Secretary of State. Then your labor board post is free. But if you don't get it free, if you check out of it, you can't go back to get the offer. So please watch it when you're doing your registration. You got to pay $85 for your labor board. Then you have to your DHHS certification that you get in North Carolina. You don't have to pay for that. That's free. And you got to get a certification from the labor board. That's free. That's an annual certification. That's free. All right. So those are the licenses that you need to operate. And that's so what we at, y'all. We at 125. Let me get this calculator out because I'm going to add this up. So I said 125 for the Secretary of State plus 85 for your labor board poster if you don't get your labor board poster. All right. So that's $210. Let's get to it. The next thing you're going to do, right? What are the startup costs for a healthcare staffing agency? Your building or your address. And I put that in there because you can get a physical building, and a building can cost you anywhere from a 1-suite building can cost you $1,000 because you know everything is going up. So if you, some people might could get a building for like $500-$600. If you could get that, that's cool. I say get it. I don't care where it's at, get it, right? But other people might in their areas like $1,000. So we're just gonna say if the building costs $1,000, we're gonna add $1,000 to it, right? And that's $1,000 to rent plus $1,000 deposit. We're at 2,200, right? 2,210. Now, say if that's if you get a building. At least I ain't got no money for no building. What you talking about? I ain't got no money for a building. Perfectly fine. There's a solution for you called the virtual address. So for my building people, you're going to pay $2,210. All right. So let me take away 2,000 away from here. We're back at 210. And now we're going to do it for my virtual address people. So my virtual address people, you can go to regis.com. You can go to iPostal and get a virtual address or look for workspaces. If you Google workspaces in whatever city or state you live in, it'll tell you all the co-work spaces that you can use their addresses as a business address, right? Now, I always advise people you can start this way, but you cannot end this way because the government, big hospitals, they won't do businesses with people with virtual addresses. They want more people that are established, right? So start how you got to start, but make sure you eventually get a physical address, even if it's just a mock office, just the office to say, I got an office. This is where we receive our paperwork from. Okay. The address, the virtual address, again, you could go to regis.com, you could go to iPostal to get this address. This is normally about $24 a month. Sometimes you can get it at $15.99 a month, but on the safe side, we're going to say $24 a month. So $24 one time, each month, but we're just going to add $24 in here. So that's $210 plus $24.99. You at $234, okay, depending on it. So the people who want the building, you at $2,210. For the people who going with the virtual address, you're at $234.99. Okay. All right. We got 4 minutes left. What are the startup costs for a healthcare staffing agency? That's the question. The next thing we have is computers. So you need computers. You can be fancy and get a really expensive computer. Computers can be $1,000, $5,000, depends on you. You can go to the pawn shop and get a cheap computer, right? You can get a cheap computer for $200-$300, or you can go to a refurbished computer place. That's what we did when we first started our business, where we literally got these really huge computers for because I needed so many. That's why they charged me this price. They charged me, I think, like $300 a monitor, and that came with the keyboard. That was touchscreen. It was Dell. I made sure it was Dell. I love Dell, y'all. Dell, we should do business with each other. Let me write that down, y'all, because I'm gonna do business with Dell. I'm writing it down because I'm gonna do business with Dell. I feel it in my life because every computer I pick, it has to be either HP or Dell. So literally, so we spent $300 for the Dell computer, and it was touchscreen, and it was 22 or 21 inch monitor, and it had 3 gigabytes, or the RAM was big. Like, I made sure he gave me extra RAM for free. So for people who live in Charlotte, right, it's this guy off of Independence Boulevard. He has a computer. He has a computer store. He looked crazy, but he is so smart. That's why he's crazy, because he's so smart, right? He literally got a bunch of computers that you can buy. I have bought like 15 computers off of him. So he gave me a good deal. So again, we're going to put that up here. $300 for a computer. So I'm going to add that $300. So that's $234.99 plus $300 for the computer. Then you could get a phone service. You start with one line. You could get a phone service line for like $25 a month. Say if you want to go to Verizon, or you want to go to GoTo Network, if you want to go to T-Mobile, wherever you want to get, wherever you got an actual phone, they have business phones too, right? So don't add the business phone to your personal phone. Absolutely not. Switch your personal phone to your business phone, okay? Listen to me. Switch your personal phone to your business phone. All right. So let's say you get that business phone. So that's $24.99. All right. So we had $324.99. All right. So the next thing we need is Close that. The next thing you need is internet. So most people could get internet for about $30 a month. If you go to Spectrum, so you get internet. So we go internet at $30 a month. Enter. Most people who get the building, if you get the building, ask the people, is internet included? Because that's normally free. Okay, so ask the people, is internet included? Because that's normally free. So then you have to get certain softwares. What you got to get? You got to get a scheduling platform that can cost you money. You got to get a payroll company that can cost you money. But the thing about the payroll company, they only take money from you when you have payroll, right? So don't worry about that. You got to get workers' comp that can cost you money depending on workers' comp, depending on what type of workers' comp you get, what type of professional insurance you get. Okay. In office supplies, right? How pretty do you want to make your office? We got 1 minute left. All right, let's go over this. So far, when we calculated everything, you only spend $354.99 to start a business that you absolutely own 100%. I think you spend more than that going to work. Okay. So what are the startup costs for a healthcare staffing agency, y'all? We concluded it's $354.99. You got that. You spend that on hair. I know I do. License, number 1. Number 2, building or address. And number 3, computer and office supplies. All right, y'all. So I always say this. Follow me on all social media platforms. The Real Elisa Applewhite. Again, that's The Real Elisa Applewhite. Make sure you follow your girl, The Real Elisa Applewhite. Go and subscribe to my YouTube channel now, not tomorrow, like right now. If you're not a YouTube friend, you need to be on YouTube. You need to subscribe to my YouTube channel because next year we're going to be doing a lot on YouTube and you do not want to miss out on the gifts. Like we're going to be going live and giving out gifts on YouTube and we're only giving it to our subscribers. So make sure you go ahead and you start subscribing. Let's go over here. We actually had the course and that is all that's going to be. Praise God, because we're doing the course now. And today is the second day of the course. If you decided that you want to still take the course, this is the week to get in because we're working on mindset right now. Next week, it won't be a good option. And I'm willing to open it up until Friday of this week because then you can catch the recording. So if anybody needs to get in, if they missed it, because I got a lot of calls like, Elisa, we missed the registration, I get it. Life happens, but you have till Friday to register. I always give y'all the link. Here you go, therealaac.com/8 weeks. Again, that's therealaac.com/8 weeks. If you have a problem with the links, please reach out to me and we can get you on that course. That $5,000 price still stands for anybody who wants to do it until Friday. After Friday, that price goes back up to was it $20,000? I will never charge $5,000 again for this program. All right. So as I always say, I absolutely love you. Don't know who you are out there. Really don't. Let's see who on Instagram real quick. Mr. Ripond. How are you? He did my videos. So I absolutely love you. Don't really know the people out there, and some people I do know, but I love you. And I want you to know that somebody woke up today and they love you. They care that you're here. They are excited you're breathing and that you're amongst us. But listen to me when I tell you there's no love like the love that God has for you. Go out and build your relationship with your creator. Like, period. Go build your relationship with your creator because at the end of the day, that is what's going to sustain you. Not the love of your mom, your dad, your kids, your husband, your spouse, none of that. What is going to sustain you is the fact that you are building a relationship with your creator. And when the whole world is unable to help you and assist you, God will glide you by like it was nothing. All right, y'all. So again, I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow for the next live. And let's go to what video we're going to do. What video we gonna do? Oh, I ain't sell my book in a long time. It's time for y'all to buy a book. Let's go. All right, family, I need for you to order your book, right? We're gonna make the call to get the client. This is the book on how to create 7 figures in your business, right? So it's make the call to get the client. Make sure you have ordered your book or you're ordering your book, right? You don't want to miss the tips in this book. You find out so much stuff to help you take your business to the next level. So click the link at the bottom. Let's make this call. Let's get to this bag, y'all.